Eden Crafters Ocean World. The game is called Eden Crafters. This is the sort of demo build which gives you a single planet to play on, where you're terraforming a planet, which is what I'm doing on Planet Crafter. This is a different one, which hasn't been released yet. I guess I'm just in a planet terraforming mood. This one seems like Planet Crafter mixed with a bit more Satisfactory. So, yeah. So we can create a new world, and the only one we can select is the ocean world, which is a water-dominated exoplanet located in the Alpha Centauri system. Estimate its vast oceans to cover 90% of its surface, and with water already there, it should be easy to turn it into a habitable haven for humanity. I'll get into the lore in a second, but you can actually select other planets such as Echo Prime, which is in the TRAPPIST-1 system, which apparently has a continuous signal that emits and has baffled scientists and engineers for a discovery. It'd be interesting to see if there's any reason behind that. There's also Aetheria, Piraxis. These are all planets assumedly you can colonize in the full game. For now, we're just doing Ocean World. And as it's an ocean world, I'm going to name it Atlantis. That's about as creative as I can be, which is not very. So let's just read this little bit of lore. In the year 2142, the Sun began a series of unprecedented and massive solar eruptions, known as the Great Solar Storms. These eruptions are far more intense than any previously recorded, releasing immense amount of radiation towards the Earth. Scientists predict that the next major eruption, anticipated within the next decade, could last at least 500 years, and has the potential to eradicate all life on Earth. Facing this existential threat, humanity has initiated the Eden Initiative, a mission to find and terraform new planets, and create a new haven for humanity. Several promising exoplanets have been identified for colonization based on their potential habitability and resource availability. Which planet will you choose to be our home? The ocean world. So it's nice. We're just saving humanity. We're not prisoners of a mega corporation or indentured to fix it like we are in Satisfactory. We are a noble pioneer expanding the horizons of the human species, and I like that. So yeah, let's just get started. I can't get enough terraforming planets at the moment. It's just such a great thing to do. So, I believe this one is more procedural. At least it looks it. There's a lot more, oh, hello. My mouse not in I feel like I might turn up my sensitivity on my mouse a little bit. It looks a lot more voxely, and it certainly looks like an open planet. I don't know how much space I've actually got to work with, but I better not necessarily hurry around too much. I can see already I've got health, battery, and oxygen. Okay, so battery is like energy. It seems to go down when you run, but it climbs back up, so it's sort of a stamina bar. And then oxygen just goes down, which might be a problem. There are some materials in your spaceship's inventory. Okay. Use spaceship. If I hit E, can I fly this? No energy. Okay, well, never mind. If I hold left mouse button, I can look around. So I'm in some kind of inlet on a peninsula, and I gotta start from scratch to to build up the means to terraform this planet. It looks a lot more. Well, there's stuff littered over the surface like there is in Planet Crafter. Okay, open inventory by pressing tab. What I've got is some iron plate, some cement, some food boxes, consumable item. When used, it restores your health. Now, is it like in Planet Crafter where my health will constantly be going down? If I hit shift, by the way, I can just move stuff in. And it's got oxygen capsules. So yeah, pretty Planet Crafter, but energy cells can be placed in here, and presumably if I place enough energy cells, I can fly. Now, how do I... Well, I presume I eat oxygen. Oh, there I am, right there. And I've got equipment as well. So if I press 1, I'll equip my multi-tool. And I can mine, for instance, this iron ore. Click upload, which is exactly what it wants me to do. I've got to read faster. And the soaring strings have come in as I begin to mine iron off the ground. You can mine rocks from anywhere, directly from the ground. Mine some rock blocks with your multi-tool. Oh, okay. You can just mine into the ground. So it's got terraformation. Not sure how I feel about that. Now it's got a big hole in the ground I'm going to fall into. I might need to work on that. New objective. Build your first base. Building a living compartment. You'll need to establish your base. Living compartments are where your oxygen will refill and where you can place some equipment. I'm about to go oxygen. Now, I think if I get in my... Yes, if I get in my spaceship, I will re-oxygen it. I was worried. I didn't know if I checked that. Okay. So, I'm alright. Just try not to... try to keep an eye on that. It's down there. Alright, so press Q to go to the build menu and then select living compartments. I feel like I'm in a rush. Alright, yep. Base compartment. I gotta find a place to put it. What I'm gonna do is mine this line of rocks away to create a flat area. That works reasonably well. It's still a bit bumpy there. But... Or maybe it should be up here. I think I need the rocks for something at some point. So I'm going to... Here. Quickly harvest up everything around here, and I'm going to build my first base to be on this sort of flat area. So, build menu, press Q. Yep, base compartment. I've got 5 cement, so I can make one of these exactly. If I rotate with the mouse wheel... Is there a door? There is a door. I'll put it down here. Oh... And then press 1 to get out of that. That gets me back there. And low oxygen. Is this already creating oxygen? Yes, it is. Okay. Exactly like Subnautica. Exactly like Planet Crafter. Alright. So, I've got my first compartment. I've got to go to my build menu and then make a workbench. That makes sense. Which I can immediately do. And that does require rocks. So, it's a good thing I've been picking that up. Alright. So, yep. Yeah, this is all very familiar. Let's put it here. There's like a little lattice behind it. So, I'll just... make sure we can see that. But you can, like, clip it straight into the wall, like, quite deep. You can just stick it there. That's nice. Doesn't seem to stop you from doing that, which I approve of. Let me do some Z-fighting if I have to. Your living compartment needs an electric panel to support more equipment. Craft the necessary parts. So I use the workbench to craft more advanced stuff to make... Well, what do I need to make a... Electrical panel distributes electricity to indoor... equipment can replace any wall of a living compartment. Okay. So it's a fuse box. I need a cement and 2 cable. And I've got the iron plates. Alright. Well, how do I make cable? I need copper ingot. I've got copper, haven't I? I've got 1 copper ore. How do I make copper ingot? Okay, no, hold on. Ingots are here. I need 2 copper ore to make 1 copper ingot, and I need 1 copper ingot, so I need another copper. Copper ore, that is. What does copper look like again? This is iron. I guess I need that. That. It looks like these sort of cubes. Yeah, this sort of material haphazardly placed all over the ground reminds me a lot of Planet Crafter. Clearly they're taking inspiration, but I gather there's more automation and so forth in here. There's certainly more advanced, like, materials. You're actually working with, like, cable, for instance. So that... Okay, press and hold to craft a copper ingot, and then that copper ingot can be turned into a cable. And that gives me a cable. And what else did I need? I needed a cement. I assume it's in here. Cement is just rock. Okay, well that's useful. Okay, and if you hold it down, it'll just make stuff until you run out of material for it. If I had 1 more rock, I could make another cement. Not sure if I want to be turning it all into cement immediately. Yep, electric thing, Q. I've got a door I can put down. I've got a wall I could put down as well. I need another cable. Okay. So I need 2 more copper. I can actually mine it from quite a distance. That's convenient. Long range harvesting. That's another copper ingot, and then another copper cable. I wonder if I can put it behind this workbench. I'm hoping. Yeah, looks like I can. So it goes right behind the workbench. Now, everything gets attached to my hotbar, much like in Satisfactory, so I'll have to decide what's the most useful to make. Wind turbine. Okay, I'm going to need electricity. That makes sense. I've got an electrical panel. If I stand too near the door, it stays open. You can extend your living compartment. I gather in the same way. I'm just gonna... Oh, new objective equipment. It's throwing stuff at me very quickly, but I think I'm handling it. So, before you can create more advanced machines, you'll need some new equipment. That looked like, to build miner to produce a plant grower, and I need a miner, which I can actually put down now. But... before I put down a miner, I want to expand this, and I want to expand it in, well, basically I want to make it 2 by 2, which means I need, hold on, there, 3 of these. So I've got the iron plates for this. I need 15 cement, so I need a whole bunch of cement. What I'm going to do is look for a nice place to harvest rock from, like up here. It's very inspirational music. I'm not sure it entirely fits with the theme I'm necessarily going through, which is constantly trying to... What's it mining? That one. Oh, there we go. Just gonna mine away this sort of... the tip of this rock formation. I think I would like a slightly more... Okay, that's running out of energy. It stops. That makes sense. Sort of stamina, but also included with... power. So if you use your tool, if you run, do anything like that. What was I saying? Yeah, the music's a little bit, could probably feel a bit more advanced and like I'm accomplishing something. Like I need something with some synths to make it sound like progress. It seems if you hold it down, it goes a lot faster. Low oxygen. Alright, I better get back to my hab. And then I'll probably make some cement. How much did I need to make cement? I need 15 cement, right? I've got 2 at the moment. Let's see how many I can create. 1, 2, 3. There we go. Oh, I had the perfect amount. Amazing. And then if I just expand it... Let's go at the back first. Go down there. Alright, you just snap it 2. 1, 2. That feels very nice. 3, and it automatically connects it all up. Get out of that. So now I've got a much bigger hab section. So I've got a 2 by 2. And annoyingly it does leave a big pillar in the middle, but that's still, you know, that's fine. So, hold on. So it wants me to build plant growers. Now, where would I put plant growers? I kind of want... How many do I need? What does it do? It creates organic matter. Must be placed inside a living compartment, at least it tells me. I need quartz and iron plate, so I need a bit more iron. I think I've got some iron on me, so let's try and make it all into iron plate. This will make me... Will it make me food? Will it make me food boxes? Organic X5. Okay. Not sure. I've got an... Hang on. Let me find another iron. There we go. Grab that. That gives me an even... Oh, shit. Yeah, it gives me an even number of iron. I can turn it all into iron ingots. I can make 5 iron ingots. And then... That lets me make 2 iron plate, which I need more of. That lets me make 1. I need more rocks. I'd like to make 2 plant growers for starters. You know, better safe than sorry. Just take... 4 iron ore should make me 2 iron plate, right? That'll make me 2 iron ingots. And 1 iron plate. So I need 4 to make 1 iron plate. I'm just doing the... working that out. But I've got 1 iron ingot on me, so if I get 2 more, that should let me make 4 iron plates. There we go. Well, 2 iron plates. That gives me 4 total. And then I can make 2... Based on that, I can make 2 plant growers. I just need 2 more rocks and 2 quartz. I think I know which ones are quartz. They're the ones that look sort of pinkish. Quartz, yeah, this one. Yes, that's quartz. I suspected it would be. I'll grab the iron as well. I assume I can just carry as much as I can fit in my backpack. That's 2, and I need 2 rock. I need 4 quartz, don't I? I keep forgetting that. Now, if I take that, just give myself a little bit of extra space. Might as well just collect up as much as I can get in one charge. There we go. My health is just accurate. It's just going down. Presumably that's me getting hungry and I'm going to have to eat soon. Now, if that says 50, I'm presuming... Yeah, okay, so it's 100. So when it gets to halfway, I should eat one of these food boxes. But... Oh, shit. Sorry. Okay, I can place down 2 plant growers. I was thinking near the column... So you can actually stick them in there a little bit, but I don't necessarily want them clipping if they don't have to be. It takes up a lot of space. Where would I put them? How about, like, here, right on the edge here? They're just clipped in, but it looks like it's sort of attached. And the second one, I might just do a ring around this column, the central column, like this. Like that. Plant growers. And that will be... producing organic 6 per minute. I'm just going to let that do its thing. Ah, you can already see it's growing little plants. Nice. Now I need to build a miner. A large iron deposit. Do I know where a large iron deposit is? Well, I'll go outside and have a look. What would it look like? Over there. It looks like, those iron nodes in Satisfactory. Or it looks like those resource nodes in Satisfactory. So I assume this is a large iron deposit. Okay, so if I put down a miner, assuming I have one, I need 3 iron plates and 2 cement. Alright, I need 4 for each iron plate, which means I need 12 iron ore. So let's just pick up a whole bunch of iron ore. It's getting nighttime. But we won't be out here for very long. I don't think there are monsters coming to kill me. I am trying to build this planet, so I'm good. There's another large iron node. Is that iron? Yeah, large iron deposit. One more. And that looks like a large quartz deposit, if I'm not mistaken. What's that? So yeah, large quartz deposit. There's cobalt ore on the ground as well. I shouldn't actually be exploring. That's more quartz. Alright, that's fine. I'd better get back. I think I might need to use one of those oxygen capsules. Let's see if I can avoid it. What's the sound of his feet shuffling around as he runs? My character. I'm nearly at half health. That's not my heartbeat, that's the music. Being very tense as it becomes dark. I know, oxygen critical. I'm getting inside. That was close. Alright, so it's producing organic... just in here, and it can store, it seems, 30 total. That means I'm making 60 once it's done, every an amount of time. What was I in here for? Oh yes, I need to make a bunch of iron plate. So let's just hold this down and we'll turn all that iron ore into iron ingots, and then turn that iron plate into iron plate. Hopefully I can automate the smelting process. Now I think it's time to eat something, by the way. Let's eat a food box. And I go back up to full health. So that's good. Okay, I'm not going to starve to death. Alright. Do I make food out of the organics I've got here? I kind of want to do a ring in the center here. Well, I've got this pillar in my way anyway. I might as well have stuff growing out of it. Consumables. Okay, food can is what I can make using organics. Alright, so I need 3 organics to make a food can. That's 20 health. I can... Well, if I can hold 60, that means I can make 20 food cans every time these fill up. So when they do fill up, I'll have 20. Now, oxygen capsules will restore the oxygen gauge. They require a quartz and an iron plate. I'm still making the miner. I'm reminding myself of that. I just need 2 cement. That's easy. 2 cement. Miner. Let's put that down. That way. Does it need to be, like, on top? In Satisfactory, you break this sort of middle bit, and then stick a miner on it, but, doesn't give me the option to do that. Oh, I see. You just put it sort of next to it. You don't put it directly... Oh, no, you can put it directly on top. But it has to be over it. So the drill bit, which is that, has to be over that. So what I might do is point it as close to my territory as possible. I assume I could put a bunch of them around here. And, you know, put several miners on a single resource. And that will be extracting 15 per minute into here, just constantly. So I don't need to go around picking up... I already don't need to be going around picking up bits off the ground, Planet Crafter. Sorry. Alright, so that'll do its thing. I might let it do its thing and see what else it wants me to do. It wants me to build an assembling bench, which allows me to craft advanced parts, machines, and items. It really is throwing things at me very quickly, but I like that. Well, a queue to build menu. I can also build a forge, but that requires 3 megawatt hours. Transforms raw iron, copper ore into ingots, rock into cement, and quartz into silica. It looks like it actually has, like, a conveyor belt connection here, so I think that's where the automation comes into play. But I don't have any power yet, although I could actually put down a wind turbine pretty quickly, and I might do that. But let's build the crafting bench I'm supposed to build, the assembling bench. I need 2 iron plate, 2 gear, and 2 cable, which means I need copper. What does a gear take? Iron rod. Oh, very satisfactory, that one. So I've got iron plate and iron rod. Iron rod costs less iron ingot, so it's 1 to 1. Well, let's go pick up... Good thing I put down that iron mine. Let's go pick that up and pick up some copper while I'm at it. Do you know what I haven't seen? I think there's another large resource node, and I reckon that's probably going to be copper, because copper looks a lot like iron, broadly. Should look a bit greenish, in my opinion, because to differentiate it from, like, the slightly dark browny color of iron. I'm going to pick that up. I might need... Oh, don't mine the miner. Alright, it stops at 20. Alright. Okay, so it stacks up to 20, and then it stops. That's a full stack. Noted. Let's go click that, collect that. I can collect it from way back here, so I don't need to be running around as much. That's iron over there, so I think that might be copper, though it looks exactly like the iron nodes. Or it might be something over there. Maybe when it gets light, I might have a look. I definitely don't have enough copper for this, do I? But I should have enough iron now. What was the other thing I needed to make? What's this? Trash can. Allows you to destroy your unwanted items. Oh, okay. When you're in your menus, you do lose... you are actually, like, thinking about the time. 2 iron plates, 2 gears, 2 cables. Let's see if I can start with the cables. I need to turn copper ingot into... copper... No, copper ore into copper ingot, and then... Is it into plate or into... No, just directly into cable. I'll turn it all into cable. Which I needed 2 of, so that's fine. So I've got the cable, I just need the plates and the gears. So let's just quickly turn that all... This is going to get tiresome soon, so I better get that forge up and running. Hold on, let me get one more iron from somewhere. Hello, the sun. Or the star, I suppose technically not the sun. The sun would be our sun. Accidentally mining it. We'll just turn that down. I don't want to spare ore in my inventory if I don't need it. I need 2 iron plates and then 6 iron rods. One more. That should be enough, right? If I've done my mathematics correctly, which I never do, it is enough. And the, triumphant strings will herald in a new day. I can actually... It's sort of clipping in a little bit there, but you know what? I'm gonna give myself some space. I want to inline with that. It's a bit of Z fighting and protects... Oh no, that looks horrible. Can I disassemble something? Oh, it's giving me a whole bunch of stuff. Standard O2 tanks. X to dismantle. I hope I'm getting everything back. I am. I'm just gonna bring it forward 1. Okay, I've got an assembling bench, which means a lot more equipment that I can make. For instance, max oxygen up by plus 70. So I probably want that. So 3 copper plate, a quartz. Easy. New objective, automation. More advanced machines will require a lot of electricity. Each power source, such as a wind turbine, is automatically connected to a local network that powers nearby machines. So I have to think about placing power. Do I have to wire things together as well? Build menu to place a wind turbine. Can I increase my oxygen first? Does anyone mind if I do that? I can also make circuit boards, iron beams, rotors, and computers. But let's start with the standard O2 tank if I'm going to do anything. I need a copper plate, right? I need a copper mine. You know what I'll do? I want to see if I can find a copper, large copper deposit. Now that looks like a cave. It might be. I don't know, those rocks look like something. So iron ore, let's pick up any copper ore I see. See, that looks exactly like an iron mine. That's a large iron deposit. But let's see what's over here. Well, I need the iron anyway, but I've now, like, got iron to spare. Because of my mine. So I really need to focus on collecting copper. I haven't needed any cobalt for anything, so I'm going to try to pronounce it correctly in this in this game. See, what's that? That might be copper. There's like these little squares, but I think that's the resources not properly loading in. Like if I come closer to that, it'll fade down to a resource. So that is just a little bit of a LOD bug. Large rock deposit. Alright, I think I need a miner for that. I might place one down. And what's this? Basalt deposit. That's not much help to me. What would that make? Basalt, presumably. Wouldn't that just be rock, though? Alright, I may end up using one of these oxygen capsules. It tells you the recipe for them, it seems. I don't see any places to mine copper out of the ground. So I might head inland a little bit and see if I can find anything. So shit, think about that quickly. Let's just deal with that. I keep mining copper. I'm gonna need a lot of it. I want more oxygen space. I think I need a quartz for it as well, so let's pick some of that up. And maybe place down a miner for the quartz while it's here. The miners don't seem to cost any energy, by the way. I just didn't think about that because I haven't placed down any energy. Yeah, it doesn't have any energy cost. Nope, fell down the hole. I'm gonna try to avoid making too many holes. Alright, I've got 16 copper ore. Let's turn that into copper ingots. This is very pretty. I mean, it's not very pretty, but it's kind of desolate in a pretty way. It makes me think of the landscape of Death Stranding. So I use the workbench to turn... Hold that down. That into copper ingot, and I want 3 copper plates, I think. 2, 3... No, I didn't quite make it to the end on that one. Just turn it all into copper plates. May not need copper wire at the moment, I don't know. I can also make rubber belt and a glass pane, which requires silica. Alright, I should also quickly grab an iron plate and a new oxygen capsule because I spent one, and should always have 2 on hand because it gives me a bit of breathing room. This will be done, so let's craft a standard O2 tank. Boom. And that, I'm assuming, goes in my equipment and gives me 170 oxygen. That'll let me explore a bit further. What about storage? It wants me to make a wind turbine very badly. Container, but that seems like more for automation. This is what I'm looking for. A crate, a desktop, a table. Iron plate. Okay, iron plate. So I'm going to go to the mine here, pick up all the iron out of that. And I should think about another mine. Oh, there's an advanced miner that requires cement gear, iron rods as well. And that with support for conveyors. So that is the full automated mine. Right, I'm not going to necessarily worry about that just yet until I've got some power starting. There's a hole in that rock face. Grab that, let that get started with mining again, and then I'm going to put down a wind turbine. I just want to put down a crate so I can put my rocks away. So, where was it? Down here? Oh no, I need to make that. Yeah, I'm gonna want to automate this pretty soon. Guess I'll make a set of iron rods. Yeah, I'll stick it next to... Oh, should it be on this side? Yeah, put it in here. And that's the workbench. Use the crate and I can store, say, rock in here and stuff I'm not using, just in case. I don't need to store anything just yet. Alright, wind turbine. Let's actually do what the game is telling me to do. 5 iron plates, 4 iron rods. Alright, well, those miners are going to be useful for that. I guess I should just go straight to automated mining, shouldn't I? If I can help it. Hold on. 2 more. Might as well give it some time. There you go, do your thing. So it's just iron material. I might collect up a bit of extra iron around here while I'm at it. Because I think I need more than that. Remind me what it was again? For a wind turbine? Right, I've got an iron plate, I've got an iron rod. Let's start with the iron rods. I need 3 more of those. First of all, we'll pump all this down to... I'll grab one more bucket. Can I reach anything from here? Might not be able to. There we go. That gets me 1 more. It should always be even numbers. Otherwise I'm gonna have... I don't need that iron ore. Alright. 1, 2, 3. That gets me 4. And then I need 5 of these. That'll do it. I'm gonna stick it on that area where I mined down a bit. I'll grab some... Oh, no, don't get more rock. Stick it out to sea. Like so. I can't see the top. I'd rather it were the other way around, if I'm honest. Yeah, there, I can turn around. I want it facing the sea. Just because it should be, right? Alright, that produces 7 megawatts. Which is impressive, actually, for a wind turbine. Alright, to gather necessary resources, automation will be necessary. Create an advanced miner. That's a lot of stuff. So, an advanced miner requires a bunch of cement. Can I mine those, like, large rock deposits with those miners to get more rock? If I put down another miner, that'll allow me to make cement, right? Let's grab the rock out of here. No, hold on. It doesn't quite know what I'm looking at. If I make 1, 2, 3... I know I'm sort of being distracted. I'm going to turn all this into cement. But if I need a bunch more iron. It's not enough. I'm going to make an advanced miner. I just want something producing rock as well. If I put one of these near one of the... Like, for instance, this rock section. I might have put it too far away. Should have thought about resource nodes when I was placing it down. I wouldn't have to run so far. Still live and learn and all that. I'll probably be moving soon at some point. I'm going to need to find some copper. What was it? 3 iron plates, right? Okay, let's try one of these sort of boulders. Where's the nearest? Well, it might actually be there. Or one of these. Because it says large rock deposit, so presumably... Or maybe I have to use the basalt deposit for this. But let's try this. See, large rock deposit. Assuming this works the same. I could use the number 6, by the way. Yeah, that works. This will, for no energy... Oh, that's not quite... That's not correctly placed. Let me do that properly. Oh, it's kind of wonky. Alright, let's put it up here. I don't want it floating. I can handle some Z fighting, but I can't handle floating. Alright, it'll mine rock, and presumably it'll also have a 20 limit. Okay. Grab that. Now I need to create a advanced miner, and I'll basically... Well, let's make one, and then I'll take that down and replace it with an advanced miner, because I probably won't be needing a regular miner once I've placed an advanced miner on it. But since I don't have enough cement for now, I'm just going to make the metal materials. I'm also starting to run out of food. Oh yeah, by the way, I didn't even think to check that. These should be done by now. And that creates 10 organic, so if I grab that, that lets me create 60 organic, and then it'll start regrowing again. Alright, and if I take the organic to a workshop, I should be able to make 20 food cans. And each one is 20 health, so that'll keep me alive for a very long time. So I'm not going to starve to death with... Like, already I'm not worrying about food. Which is good. Oh, I'm just noticing I should actually sort my inventories occasionally, like that. There we go, that keeps everything together. Alright, advanced miner requires 6 iron plates, gears, cement. Let's start with the gears. I need, what was it, 1 rod for each gear? 3 rods, so I need a bunch of rods. Let's break down all these ingots, turn them all into rods. A bit of resource grind to begin with. 9 should be enough for the gears I need. Was it 3 gears or 4 gears? 4 gears, so 12. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, so most advanced material made. I need 6 iron plates and 6 iron rods. Alright, let's pick up the rock, and we'll pick up the iron. We'll pick up some extra iron because we'll need it. Seems like it's already done mining anyway. Happens pretty fast, as is the case with these kind of automation games. It's getting ahead of the resource curve, basically. So you're not having to go run around picking all this crap up. Once I've got a conveyor system down, presumably I can just pump stuff back to my main base. I should be able to make an advanced miner now. Now, this only creates 1... I should put down more wind turbines, actually, to begin with, shouldn't I? Probably about 4. Not here. Here. Turn all that into ingots. I didn't pick up the rock, did I? Yes, I did. Let's turn all that rock into cement. And then... 6 iron rods, 6 iron plates. Start with the iron rods. 6. Oh, brilliant. I managed it, so I can create an iron advanced miner right now. Let's... Yeah, let's just put it down, and then I'm gonna make 4 more wind turbines. Because I'll need it. How much does this use? I mean, this uses 3 megawatts. Megawatt hours, excuse me. Alright, give me the 20... Deconstruct. Construct an advanced miner. Alright, same deal, but it's a lot bigger. Let's point the back end. That seems to be where the thing is. The conveyor slot is. And I'll put the center of it right over the sticky outy bit. And that will drill faster? 60 per minute, so a lot faster, and it'll make 60. It'll hold 60. New build recipe analysis radar. That might let me find copper. And then use a conveyor to connect the advanced miner to the forge. Now, with these two, it'll be using the entirety, because I think the forge is 4 megawatts. No, it's just under. That will be making... that'll be making iron ore. And then, of course, parts producer will be producing individual bits and bobs. So... I've got to start automating. What about, yeah, there's conveyors. They require iron plates. So the first thing I want to automate is iron plates. But before that, I want to make 4 more. I want to make 3 more wind turbines. So let me just get on that. It won't take me that long. Especially with my new miner, I'll have so much iron to work with. Right. Righty-ho. I can expand my power network. I just want to get ahead of this, because power is always a problem with these sorts of games. So, I'm going to keep my wind farm. I don't know how close it can be to this, but I'm going to sort of line this area with wind turbines. Ideally, I wish you could see that way. Put it here. Make it look like it's properly seated in the ground. 1. Give it a bit of distance. 2. Say up here. Alright, nice big wind farm, and now I'm producing 4 times 7 amounts. So total in network 28 megawatts. I hope over here is in range. I mean, it is powering them. Right? Can I have a look at that? It's got power, right? I mean, it looks like it's not working, but I think it's just full. Powered 100%. Alright. Now a forge. And then a parts producer making iron plates. So, okay, forge 5 iron plates. I've got the cement for it already. Actually, speaking of which, let me just nab the rock out of here. I'm going to leave this in here. I don't necessarily think I need... I'm going to actually... No, yeah, I'm going to take it. I just don't want to be... I don't need quartz at the moment. Like, hand smelting stuff. I like the design of those wind turbines. A little bit off kilter. Never mind. It's okay. That one's probably blocking that one. I'm gonna have to change stuff. For the sake of my own sanity. Just gonna pop that one over here. Roughly that way. There we go. That looks a bit nicer. I gotta do it. Oxygen, I've got to keep an eye on. Now, if I eat a food can, by the way, there we go, 95. Sweet. Forge. I need iron plates. I need a lot of iron plates. I've got so much iron ingot, it's just gonna... You know, this is tedious now. So I want to get that forge up and running so I don't have to do this anymore. But I'll just do all of it for now because I just don't want it there. I'm going to do the same for cement. But I've got the resources for it now. I'm going to have to make more miners. But soon I should have enough base resources automated that it won't be a problem. Let's just turn all of this into... $15. Alright, forge. I'm going to have to make more than one of these. So I can actually, like... I could, in theory, put one down so I can just place... Oh, it's foggy. That's good. But I'm going to need some of those metal plates for the sake of conveyance. So we'll start with that. Let's just get a production line up and running. That way, in one direction and out, color those. Message to the devs, have colors. Telling me which is in and which is out. It's easier to tell. Arrows are good, but add them, make them colored. Red for in, green for out, or whatever. It doesn't matter. Just as long as I can tell the difference a bit easier. Now I want a conveyor belt. I hope there's a spline method. There is a spline method. And that will automatically bring ore out of here and into the forge. The forge will automatically, Satisfactory, automatically turn whatever it's in there into the subsequent ingot. So I don't have to set it. New objective, transform the planet. Atmosphere has a very low percentage of oxygen. Introduce some vegetation to create a sustainable source of oxygen. That would be nice. But my next thing would probably be to make a part producer. Now, I might put down another forge... No, sorry. Whoops. Let's put it up here. I can eventually automate it, but for the time being, I might just hand move stuff. Let's just stick it up here. And if I... because I've got a spare power. Take the rock out of here. Put the rock in there, and it'll be producing automatically cement. Alright. So this is happening. This is good. There's a lot of iron ingot. I've already got 60. Now I want to make a part producer. I need iron beam for that. I've got the cement for it. I can make the gears for it. And now I've got to start terraforming the planet. I've got to create a water pump. Must be placed on the coast. Well, I've got a coast very near me. What happens if I'm on a planet that doesn't have liquid water? That's what I want to know. But let's start with the part producer. I want iron plates as soon as possible. Oh. Now I need to... Thank you for the music. I need 5 iron rods and 3 iron plates for an iron beam. And how many iron beams do I need? 3. Which means I need 15 iron rods and 9 iron plates. 9. You know what? I should put down... Actually, when I've got a consistent flow of iron plates, I'll start thinking about storing up base material. Like, I'll do a storage of iron plates, storage of iron rods, that sort of thing. Okay, 3 for 1. I just need 2 circuit boards. Now, that'll require copper. I've got a copper plate. I don't have any, like, base copper on me, do I? No. Crate's empty. So I need to find some copper. And I need silica as well. Now, there's a silica mine, so I should put that down. Does that look wrong? There's something very odd about that. I remember there being a sort of horizon, but I don't remember being that high. Okay. Am I supposed to be worried about that? Is that a tsunami, like in Interstellar? It is a, fuck, that does look wrong, doesn't it? That's too noticeable. Oh shit, is that an incoming tsunami? Oh, fuck, I just started panicking now. For Christ's sake. Sorry, copper ore. I need to do this. And... What happens if that gets to me? Which it is going to, if it's on its way. It's getting... That's definitely a thing. Look at that. That's quite clearly a tsunami. Am I just gonna have to eat that? Silicon. It's over here. I need a mine for that. Let's harvest a bunch of that. Alright. I'm a little more worried now than I was. Yeah, that's coming at me. I can see the texture of the surface. That's water rising out of the ground. Energy cell. Surely I need an energy cell and get in my spaceship and fly away. Why is it telling me to make a water pump? I need 2 rotors for that. I guess I just get inside when the tsunami hits. That's what I'm gonna do. I don't have any means of creating an energy capsule for my... What is that? Rubber. Uses organics, so I've got other things to use organics for. Silica. I need to make silica through here. Anyone else thinking I should worry about that? Should stop making the noise, by the way, when I've got enough to do it. 1 circuit board, 2 circuit boards. That's enough to make a part producer. Oh, fuck that! Tidal wave. That's a massive tidal wave. I'm gonna keep building what I was doing, but I feel like it's now a little futile, because that's a lot of water coming at me.